Hey, Samit Silas here. Thanks for the email, and hopefully I pronounced your name correctly. But this video is going to be very simple, short, and sweet, and I hope it does make sense. If not, let me know. But basically, when we're combining seasonal swing trades or those with high probability seasonality and analysis along with 3S code, the concept is very simple. It's the fact that we like to see the 1, 2, 3 top or the 1, 2, 3 bottom lining up with a high probability seasonal trade. For instance, if I know that the iShares or IWM or the Russell 2000 displays a weaker tendency based off historical price perspective at this time of the year, and we're getting a 1, 2, 3 top setup, that's what we're talking about, how we like to line those up together. So not saying that this was necessarily a weak time of the year, which it wasn't, but we had these last couple of 1, 2, 3 patterns set up nicely. Now, I'm looking right now as a larger potential 1, 2, 3, like this 1, 2, 3, even though this was technically the 1, 2, 3. I'm also seeing a head and shoulders top pattern, a very structured, beautiful head and shoulders top pattern forming at these levels. And I know that we are approaching a time of the year, and this is actually your neckline. We are approaching a time of the year from a seasonal perspective where equity markets and the Russell in general do tend to break down at this time of the year. So this is a kind of a larger 1, 2, 3 top or head and shoulders top, and it's forming at a bearish time of the year. Now, if we look at something like crude oil, which we have just completed a 1, 2, 3 top. I know that we are approaching a time of the year from a seasonal perspective where we tend to get weak. So whether we get that 1, 2, 3 top on the daily chart, we might get it on a 4-hour chart. We might even get it on a weekly chart. But it's about trading these setups at very high probability times of the year from a seasonal perspective. Now, bonds is a trade that we have recently taken. Some folks are still in. We knew that this time of the year, here in April leading into May, that it was favorable from a seasonal standpoint to the long side, and especially we've had this, this really long exasperated sell-off. Well, we had a 1, 2, 3, so it's kind of like we're flushing down. The markets the bulls are making an attempt. The sellers push them back down again. The bulls said, no, we're ready to go higher. Now, I don't know if we'll achieve this 161 price objective, but right now, we're working out favorably. The short-term trend is up as long as we respect, this trend line here. This is a good trade. We may come back down, try to test back to the downside, but I have a good feeling that we'll come back up and reach our target objective. Did the same thing in gold as well. Gold is a trade is a market we've traded in and out of a couple times here, and I know that from this time of the year, from a seasonal perspective, we tend to go higher. So we had a nice 1, 2, 3 double bottom that helped confirm that conviction, right? So those are a couple of examples. We'll look at a few more. Like, I have no idea what JWN does seasonally. I would just look at, pull up the data. Same thing with, say, 3D systems. Ideally, we would know that we're approaching a time of the year from a seasonal perspective that we tend to get toppy. And if we do get that 1, 2, 3 top, that gives us that added confluence there to trade in line with seasonality, or trade our 1, 2, 3 top or 1, 2, 3 bottom pattern. So I hope that helps. If you need any other clarification, let me know. Have a great day.